Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer, we got a Deschutes Brewing. This is their Abyss Scotch barrel aged version. Big 22-ounce bomber with wax on top of it, which is like tits on a bull hog. I say that over and over and over and over and over again. I don't know why they have to have somebody standing at the end of the bottle line dipping these other than increasing the price for you guys and me. So this was sent to me by Nate. Thanks again, Nate, for the Abyss beers you sent me. This is a fairly big beer at 12.3% for the 2016 edition. Beer Advocate has it listed as 12.20, but they clump all of their beers together, no matter what year or batch it is. So that's the biggest problem I have with Beer Advocate. Over to Untapped, they have the 2016 Scotch listed here at 12.3%, which is what's on the bottle here. 42 IBUs. Their commercial description says complex, earthy, smoky oak notes play against the refined yet boozy mix of sweet and bitterness. This remarkably limited version was 100% barrel aged in 12 months in Scotch whiskey cask. So sounds pretty damn tasty to me, guys. I'm just not a big fan of the wax. It does have 2016 on the bottom of the bottle, and over on the side it says bottled on 12/9 of 2016, 12.3% alcohol by volume. So the 2016 is 12.3, not 12.2 like Beer Advocate has it. But I like Untapped. Usually they'll have, not always, if you're typing in this beer and they've done it before and you want to see the 2016 edition, which is what this beer is, they have that listed. And that's what I don't like about Beer Advocate. And we don't use Rate Beer anymore. They suck out loud. They sold out. So we don't even go there anymore. And we've got the commercial description, and we got the IBUs, and we got the date, and the ABV. So now we get to carve into the wax and see if we can get this thing open. Just another step involved in trying to get a beer opened up so you can drink it. I used to have to try to carve all this off, and nowadays I just try to carve off enough to get the cap off. Nice hiss. There we go. Not too much effort, but still. Just not a fan. Now, people say, well, they do that because they don't want somebody imitating the beer. Seriously? You think somebody's going to go to that process to imitate the beer? So they have to put wax on it? I seriously freaking doubt it. So, let's see. To me, wax on this is like tits on a bull hog. It adds costs because somebody's standing at the end of the bottle and dipping every one of these bottles in a wax to add cost to the beer, which they pass on to you and me. So, Nate, thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best series, the Abyss series that Deschutes does. That's just my opinion, though, guys. So take it for what it is. It's like Goose Island, their Bourbon County series. That's the best that they do. Everything else, to me, is very transitional, and I don't buy them. Good looking beer, about a finger of head. Nice khaki colored head. Pitch black. It is dark as night, guys. So let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Oh, yeah. very pleasant aroma. I'm getting the Scotch whiskey barrel aging, roasted malt, hints of molasses and bittersweet chocolate. Probably going to be some dark fruit notes in there after it comes up to room temperatures, right out of the fridge, cold, 40 degrees. So, and I start off with these beers chilled, and I let them always, no matter whether it's a stout or porter or IPA, double IPA or whatever, unless it's a lager, which I usually drink pretty quick, because 9 times out of 10, most lagers smell to me pretty much the same. Grassy, grainy, and all that kind of stuff that's very typical of a lager or pilsner type beer. Don't have enough taste for this guy. I don't buy them anymore. I drank enough of them in my younger days to float a battleship around. If you're a session beer drinker, that's why they sell Bud and Miller and Coors, because they know you can buy a 30-pack for $15, and you can session those beers and get shit-faced real quick, real easy, and then you're running to the bathroom every 5 minutes because everybody knows why. Because you're dehydrated, and the next day you feel like doo-doo because you drank too many, and the electrolytes in your system. I just don't do it anymore, guys. I don't session beers. I only drink a couple a day because of the diet that I'm on, and I want to have something that's going to have a little more taste rather than drinking a ton of them and running to the bathroom every 10 minutes and pissing out all the electrolytes in your system, and that's why you feel like crap the next day, because you drank too many and your body is screaming, Ugh! So I don't do it anymore, guys. I'm too old for that crap. I don't do it. Homie, don't play that. Don't play that at all. So don't session beers anymore, you young bucks. Have at it. Drink all that Bud and Miller and Coors you can get your hands on. Yeah, that's what I say. But you craft beer drinkers, you're going to appreciate this, especially if you're into a barrel-aged Imperial Stout. That's what this is. Let's dive in. Smells good. Let's see if it tastes good. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nate. Thank you, my brother. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. That taste. The Scotch is there. I am getting that. It's very prominent. Very tasty. I can smell it. I can taste it. And if you're buying this type of beer, you're going to pay more for it because it is a barrel-aged version, and they've left it, according to what I'm seeing here on Untapped, a whole year in those Scotch barrels, taking up space in the brewery. You pay more for those guys. I just wish they wouldn't put the wax on it. I mean, that's adding cost to the beer that you don't need. Nobody's going to replicate this beer and put the label on it and all that crap. That's horse hockey. So they could do without that. That's just my opinion, though. Awesome aroma, awesome taste. A very delicious beer. Final beer of the evening for me. Awesome. Absolutely awesome so far. So let me let this warm up. The lacing on the glass is very intense. Very well made beer. Like I said, stuff from Deschutes in this series, whether it's Scotch or brandy or bourbon, that seems to be their top-notch beer to me. So I don't have a problem buying those beers when I see them and I can get them. But you're going to pay a premium price for these beers, especially since it's been aged in those casks that long. And especially since somebody's standing at the end of the bottling line dipping every one of these in wax, which is an irrelevant, fits on a boar hog procedure to me, guys. So don't think anybody, we haven't got to the point where people are simulating or cloning people's breweries' beers and selling them. I'm not aware of that happening. So I just don't think the wax is a necessary procedure. But I'm not the brewer. I don't own Deschutes Brewing, and of course they have sold out as far as I recollect. And I don't purchase their beers anymore. So, but I do review them when they were sent to me, and they sent me this, and I'm sure it was not a cheap bottle of beer to buy. And it is a very, very tasty beer. Like I said, it reminds me a lot like the Goose Island beers in the Bourbon County series, which are very, very tasty to me. But everything else they produce is kind of transitional, and I would not buy them. So let's sip on this and let it come up to room temperature, and let's see what we give it a grade. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just a little left here on the beer. I've been sipping on it for a little bit. Very tasty. Awesome beer from these guys. It is an outstanding, world-class beer. As far as this, I'm getting the Scotch, I'm getting the roasted malt, I'm getting a little bit of dark fruit, not a lot. Bittersweet chocolate, black molasses. Very tasty beer. A big beer, monster beer here at 12.3%. Great final beer of the evening for me, and it's selling very, very well, guys. Very tasty beer. Very, very tasty beer. Like I said earlier, the Abyss series is a lot like the Abyss series. I mean the Goose Island series and the Bourbon County series is very tasty. Big beer. Got a buzz on this one. Final beer of the evening, which I am glad. Very tasty beer. Very, very nice beer. Well made. 12 months in a Scotch barrel. Very tasty to me. Final chug. Guys, I'm going to probably go against the grade on this one, but I found this very, very impressive from these guys, especially the Abyss series. This is 10 for me. If you like a Scotch barreled version of an Imperial Stout, this is a great one to pick up. And it's selling very, very well. 2016 edition. Here we're in 2019. Beginning of July. Today is July the 7th, 7/7/19. Very tasty beer. 10 for me. I can't think of a single reason why I should not give this beer a 10. That's what I'm going to give it. It's 10 for me. It's outstanding. It's world class. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.35. Outstanding. It is an outstanding beer. I'm giving it a better grade than those guys got. And over to Untapped. Untapped says it is 4.37. I'm giving it better numbers from those guys. Both of those sites are giving it A grades, and I'm giving it an A+ grade. I'm not a fan of breweries that sell out, but I know money talks and bullshit walks. So with that being said, other than the wax on the bottle, which I'm not a fan of, guys, this is a very tasty beer. It's definitely worth picking up if you like this series and the Abyss series, and especially a barrel-aged version of an Imperial Stout. So, with that being said, it's a 10 from me, guys. Very impressive beer. Very, very well-made beer. I would buy this beer, guys. No doubt about it. It's very, very impressive. So, we've got Beer Advocate's grade, we got Untapped grade, we got my grade. So if you've had this is the Abyss Scotch version, 2016 edition. Let me know what you think, and until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.